My family showed up 3 hours late to my graduation dinner. Traffic was crazy, my brother said, scrolling through his phone. Then I saw his Instagram story from 2 hours ago at Topgolf. I'm standing outside Marcello's, the Italian place I'd reserved 6 weeks in advance. It's 10:15 p.m. now. I told them 7 p.m. sharp. The hostess with the tight bun keeps walking past, giving me these sympathetic looks that make my stomach turn. Still waiting on your party? She asks for the third time. Yeah, still waiting. I've pushed the reservation back twice already. The manager's being nice about it, but I can tell they want to close. My phone buzzes. Text from mom. Almost there? So sorry, honey. I graduated that morning. Top of my class. Mechanical engineering. 397 GPA. 4 years of killing myself with late nights, group projects, and exams that made me question everything. I did it all on a full ride scholarship, worked 2 campus jobs to cover everything else. And this morning, when they called my name and I walked across that stage, I looked up at the section where my family was supposed to be sitting. 8 empty seats. I sent them the section number 5 times, printed out little cards with the row information. They'd promised they'd be there. I waited in the parking lot after the ceremony for an hour, watched other families taking photos, hugging, crying. My phone stayed silent. Finally drove to the restaurant alone and sat at the bar, nursing a Coke, watching the clock. Now they're finally pulling up. 10:30 p.m. My brother Troy climbs out first, wearing a Topgolf wristband, the bright orange one they give you. My sister Ashley's got this giant stuffed animal tucked under her arm, clearly from Dave & Buster's. My dad's carrying a takeout box, grease stains bleeding through the cardboard. They're all laughing about something. My mom's reapplying lipstick using the car window as a mirror. Sorry, bud, Troy says when they reach me, not looking up from his phone. He's texting someone, grinning. You know how Saturday traffic gets? I pull up Instagram, don't even have to search. His story's right there at the top. Video of him teeing off. Saturday vibes. Caption. Timestamp says 8:47 p.m. Posted 2 hours ago. The driving range is 15 minutes from here. Right, I say. Traffic. My mom tries to hug me. I smell fruity drinks on her breath. Did we miss anything important? She asks, adjusting her purse strap. The graduation was at 2 p.m. I told everyone 3 weeks ago, sent calendar invites, group text reminders. I even called each of them individually 2 days ago to confirm. Oh, sweetie, you know how time flies, she says, patting my cheek. Let's just enjoy dinner now. We're here. That's what matters. The hostess walks over, apologetic smile. We're actually closing in 20 minutes. Kitchen's already started breaking down. My dad sighs loud. Seriously? We drove all the way here. We sit down anyway. The server, a college kid who looks exhausted, brings menus. We have time for appetizers, maybe. That's it. Ashley immediately complains. They don't have loaded fries? What kind of Italian place doesn't have loaded fries? She's 23 years old, complaining like she's 12. Troy orders mozzarella sticks without looking up from his phone. Dad gets wings. Mom orders bruschetta, then asks if they can make it with ranch instead of balsamic. The server looks confused but writes it down. Nobody's asked me anything. Not about graduation, not about my job offer at Siemens, not about my speech, which I'd worked on for 2 weeks and delivered to an empty seat section. My dad looks at me while the server walks away. You're covering this, right? You've got that fancy job starting soon. Time to start contributing to the family. I'm staring at the table, at the water rings and breadcrumb trails, trying to figure out what to say when Troy's phone rings. He answers it right there, loud. Yo, Brayden, dude, about that draft pick. He's full on having a fantasy football conversation at the table. Mom doesn't say anything. Ashley's on TikTok, sound on, scrolling through videos of people dancing. The mozzarella sticks arrive and get cold while Troy debates whether to pick a running back or wide receiver in the 3rd round. 10 minutes of this. Nobody asks about my 4.0 last semester. Nobody asks about my research project that got published. Nobody asks where I'm moving for work or what I'll be doing. When the check comes, Dad slides it across the table to me without a word. You're the college grad now. Time to step up. I stare at the bill. $47.80 for appetizers we barely touched. Then I pull out my phone, open my email first. The message from 3 days ago from my landlord. He'd asked if I wanted to extend my lease or move out since the building's going condo. I'd been planning to get a 2-bedroom place. Let my parents move in with me. Their landlord's selling their rental house and they've got until August to find somewhere. I'd offered to cover their rent since my new salary could easily handle it. I hit reply. Moving out, no need to hold the unit. Next I open text with Ashley. The thread where she asked me to co-sign her new car lease next week. Her credit's trashed from 3 maxed out cards. Without a co-signer, she's looking at a 23% interest rate. I type, can't help with the car. Good luck though. Delete the draft. Send. Then I open Venmo. Cancel the recurring $400 monthly payment I'd set up 6 months ago. My parents' car insurance. They'd asked for help after Dad's accident raised their rates. I'd been paying it quietly. Never mentioned it. Canceled. Finally, I opened the lease agreement I drafted last week. 2-bedroom apartment in the nice complex near my office. I'd already put down the security deposit. Planned to sign it Monday. My parents were supposed to take the 2nd bedroom. I'd furniture shopped. Picked out a bed frame for them. Had a whole Pinterest board. Delete the file. Gone. I look up. Troy's still on his phone. Ashley's showing Mom some video. Dad's scraping the last wing bone. I open the family group chat and type slowly. Hey everyone. Small update. My new job's actually relocating me across the country. Didn't want to say anything until it was finalized, but I start Monday and the moving truck comes tomorrow morning. Won't be able to help with your housing situation after all. Sorry about that. I hit send and watch the message deliver. 3 gray check marks turning blue as they each read it in real time.